Can we go on and get a winner? Let's have a look, but as it comes out to Jack, you thought the opportunity was there for Jack Clark. He was getting pressed, he beat.
Hello. Well, what a roller coaster that was. And has that Patty Roberts goal just saved our playoff hopes? 2-0 down, we looked dead and buried. Didn't happen today. But we'll touch on that in a little bit later on. So, match review from today's game at Watford. So, we started off where we made one change where Patty Roberts came in for Abdullah Bar. So we had Patterson in goal, Gooch, Hume, Luke O'Nien, Dennis Serkin, Dan Neil, Pierre Ekbar, Roberts, Clark, Ahmad and Geldhart. And just before I start, I just want to say an absolutely fantastic turn from the Sunderland fans. There was only 45,000 there, and the atmosphere in that today was absolutely amazing. Even when we were 2-0 down, we didn't give up. We kept on getting behind them and drove them on to getting this draw. So, from the outset, we started off, really, really fast. First few minutes we looked good, but just couldn't get that cutting edge. The crowd was roaring them on. And then from there, we started becoming sloppy. We started giving the ball away. Little tricks and flicks weren't coming off. And you start to think, here we go. Didn't get the early goal. And then, midway through the first half, they have, one corner. And we've been saying it for weeks. We're lacking that height. We've got we're a small side. Watford, full of big centre halves. Ismail Assar, big lad. Keenan Davis, big lad. One corner, right on the money. And Kabasi, put it right in the top corner. Free header. The Martin could have probably been better, but there's what can you do? When you've got lads who are 6'4", 6'5", out jumping you, it's impossible to try and out jump them. And they got the goal. From then the time wasting started, and as it does, as all the away teams tend to do. But I thought the referee was weak today. Let them get away with loads of time wasting, and then there'll be only 2 minutes at the end of the first half. I thought was an absolute disgrace. So we huffed and puffed again in the first half, but it just wasn't happening. Jack Clark was causing them a little bit of trouble down the left hand side. I thought Pierre Ekbar had a good first half, get on the ball, breaking things up, looked neat and tidy. Dan Neil gave the ball away a little bit in the first half as Ahmad kept running into trouble, Roberts kept running into trouble, and probably guilty of overplaying like we've been criticising them all season for. But we went in 1-0 down, and Kobe come out and do the same as we did against West Brom last week and turn it around. And again, second half was pretty much the same. Our passing was sloppy, giving the ball away in the middle of the pitch. Not picking men out, under-hitting, over-hitting balls. And I think it was just the whole pressure. It was a pressure atmosphere in there today with the electric atmosphere. Maybe it's got to the players a little bit. We know Sunderland in the past, they've always built us up, and come the last minute, the tent always let you down, or that just to get over the line, we always seem to struggle. So, and then the killer hammer blow again, another corner. Again, another ball on the money, and Ryan Porteous, who I think that's the defender that we had been linked with from Hibernian, signed for them. And again, like I say, another good corner, another header, 2-0, and you think season over, that's it. But like I said, the fans kept on going. One thing I didn't understand today was, I didn't like criticising Tony Mowbray, but his substitution today to take Pierre Ekbar off I thought was strange, because I thought Pierre Ekbar for me was probably one of our better players. He was certainly playing better than Dan Neil on the day. So, especially his height in there, his physicality, and we lost that, and then they scored the goal just after. Now, I'm not saying that's the reason why we conceded the second goal, but to take probably your biggest player off, maybe he was tiring, maybe he brought Michu on. Michu didn't really get into the game when he came on. We brought Abdullah Bar the same, didn't really get into the game. when he came on either. But we kept on going, we kept plugging away. We got behind them, and then we went up and got the equaliser. It comes from Luke O'Nien as a shot into the path of Luke O'Nien. He turns it in, and it's 2-1, and it's game on. But like I said, the time wasting from them kept on getting worse and worse and worse, and the referee was just letting away with substitutions. There's a sub on the left hand side, and instead of him getting off on the left hand side, he jogs off the full width of the pitch. Referee, although he runs across and taps him on the back, he's like, oh wait man, So for me, I thought the referee was really weak today, and really picky. We're trying to move the ball fast, and because it wasn't like 2 yards from where the free kick was, he brought it back or moved it on the side. It was like, referee, man, let the game flow. And we're getting further and further into the end of the game. Then the time wasting comes back to bite them on the arse. The 7 minutes of injury time. And then just when it looks like we're not going to get out of the game, playoffs is over. Roberts, like I say, absolutely fantastic goal. To be fair to Roberts today, he didn't have his best game. Ahmad didn't have his best game. They were, off it a little bit. But like I say, he kept on going, and what a fantastic goal it was. He cuts from the left-hand side and curls right at the top corner. And the scenes was absolutely fantastic. The place erupted. And then was the case, could we go on and nick a winner? But unfortunately we couldn't. But can't fault the lads' drive and the performance and the willing to get back in the game. They never gave up the full 90. Can't criticise them at all for effort. It just didn't happen. Like you say, the pressure of the situation. We know our home form hasn't been the best, and we did struggle today. But from coming from 2-0 down with 15 minutes left was absolutely fantastic performance and a fantastic result in the end. So it takes us into the last week. So I've got the league table here at the moment. So Coventry are in 5th. They've got 69 points. Millwall are in 6th. They've got 68 points. We're in 7th with 66. Currently West Brom are beating Norwich 2-1. They're at the moment on 66 points along with us. We've got a better goal difference. Blackburn are in 9th with they've got to play their game. They play, I think it's Luton, they play on Monday night. They're on 65 points. Swansea are on 63. So it's all to play for still. It's going to go into the last game. If Blackburn beat Luton on Monday, they'll then have 68 points. And it'll be all down to the final game when Millwall play Blackburn in the last game. So there's a lot to play for still, but the fact is we're still in the hunt. Yes, it's an outside chance. It's out of our hands now, but we'll see where next week takes us. Preston have getting a thump off Sheffield United today. They're getting beat 4-1, so I'm confident we'll go there and get a result next week. It'll just depend on what other teams do. Like I say, Millwall are playing Blackburn, so it's if Millwall and Blackburn draw 1-1 or a draw, then we've got to better their result and see what the goal difference is. If Blackburn win, obviously, and we win, then we're both on 68 points as well. There'll be 3 of us on 68 points. It'll go to goal difference. So, like I say, I'm going to do an update video on the predictions that I did, and that'll probably be out tomorrow. But let us know your thoughts below. How do you think the game went? Do you think we deserved the draw? Should we get more of it? Should we get beat? Like I say, I think there was loads of effort today. We tried and tried and tried. But like I say, we're just a little bit off it. And it just shows, like I said, their 2 big centre-halves of getting both goals, which just shows where we knew our weaknesses are against a big physical team. 2 good corners, 2 goals. But we fought back. We get in the draw. We go again into next week at Preston. And we'll sort of keep the faith. We do our bit and see if we can win and see what happens. But, either way, what a fantastic season. To be still with a chance of getting the playoffs on the final day is absolutely, remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. Like we've been saying for months now, how we've actually getting here has been a fantastic season. Fantastic football. So all credit to Tony Mowbray, all credit to the lads. And the scenes at the end just shows how much we appreciated the efforts. It was absolutely fantastic to see. you know, Ahmad standing taking his applause for a fantastic season he's had. Been brilliant. I mean, let's hope we can sneak in next week, and we've got one more game at home where we can have an absolute worldie and get us into that playoff final. But like I say, thanks for watching. Let us know your thoughts below. Watch out for the update video on the predictions. But until then, thanks for watching. Take it easy, stay safe, and we'll speak soon. Ta-da. Oh, before I go, man of the match, Luke O'Nien. I thought Luke O'Nien was tremendous today. I thought he was absolutely fantastic. You know, he popped up with a goal, putting his head in, body on the line, with the urge to try and get us forward. So I thought Luke O'Nien was terrific. I thought Pierre, well, like I said, was good as well. Everybody else, I'll probably give him a 6 out of 10. They were just slightly off it. But for me, Luke O'Nien and Pierre were the two standouts. So just forgot to mention that before we leave. But like I say, thanks for watching. See you later. Ta-ra.